I've got a hole and it needs filling. If you saw my last video, I have already cleaned this driveway, but there are parts of this driveway, especially where the cars come in off the road and they turn, and so they're churning this part up, just needs dealing with. We're not really sure long term what our plan is going to be for the driveway, so we don't really want to spend too much money on it. Today, we are going to try fixing just the holes that you can see.
Step one, which Jen is finishing off now, is to go around the edge of the hole and clear away any loose bits, and also give it a really hard, straight edge, which will help the new material bind better to the old. After that, clear the bits and pieces away and then seal it.
Sealant. Now, everything that we are doing here, we are basing it on watching YouTube videos. Some people seal the hole beforehand and others aren't. We're going to, because hey, better safe than sorry. Okay, we are now ready to lay the cold tarmac. Mark is just getting it from inside the house because this stuff works best when it's at a warmer temperature. Being in the UK in December, we are lacking that right now, so ours has been in front of the fireplace, staying cozy for the last couple of days. In theory, this should just pour out. It looks very hard and gooey. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Once we've poured enough in this hole, which I'm kind of guessing how much we need, the next step is to get this tool, which I have no idea what it's called, a tamper, there you go. Oh, that's heavy, to flatten it out. Okay, that's really hard. I mean, how are you meant to flatten that out? At this point, we're going to have a speed bump in the driveway. Ridiculously hard. The people online that do this properly make it look very, very easy. So I'm trying to fill in all the little holes with the trowel, so when we pound it down with the tamper, it's all somewhat filled. I'm not really sure how deep to make it and how much the tamper would make it go down, but we can always put more in. I'm more worried about it being a little raised lump.
So it turns out the secret to laying this properly is just to pound it real hard, which sounds like it would be fun and starts off being quite fun, but quickly gets quite tedious, to be honest.
Only thing left to do now is to reseal the edges.
Finished, and to a level that is absolutely good enough. Something that we're fast getting used to around here is doing things to a standard that is good enough, as opposed to absolutely perfect. Doesn't need to be. With hindsight, what would have made it even better is if we'd made the smaller holes actually bigger and dug up more of the old tarmac. It's certainly a lot easier to work on a large area than it is the smaller ones. And given the stuff cost less than 10 quid a bag, and we had loads left over, which we're going to do some other holes with in a minute, that would have been a very sensible thing to do. It may be that we need to revisit this in the summer, and if we do, making the holes bigger, putting some more product down will be the thing to do then. But until then, and maybe beyond then, it's good enough.
Hit like, hit subscribe, loads of stuff coming up, including the delivery of my new chainsaw, which I'm going to be taking to the fallen down trees. What could go wrong?